Welcome, amazing one, and let's solve this beautiful geometry puzzle together. We are given a semicircle. Line AB is the diameter, which is 12 units. This line segment MP is 4 units. Line PC is 5 units. And this part is the shaded triangle. The question is asking us to find the area of this triangle. Is this something you can do? You can pause the video for a while. You can also join me. I will take you through it step by step. It's just so easy. Now, what we need to do is to find the area of this triangle PBC. It means that we need to identify the height. And you know that the height is a perpendicular line, is a perpendicular height. So in that case, we can drop a line from this top to touch this diameter. So we can do it this way. So this is what we have. This has become the height of this triangle. It means if we can label this point Q, that means that the area of the triangle we are looking for is going to be the base. This is the base of the triangle, which is BC, multiplied by the height, which is PQ, and then divided by 2. This is what we should do to find the area. But the question is, do we know this length BC? No. Do we know length PQ? No. That's what we need to find. Now, go back to the diagram. You also observe something that will help you. Remember that this line MC is a secant line. A secant line is a line that runs from one point of the circumference to the other and moves away. So this means that this line MC is a secant line. Now, what else did you observe? Line AC is also a secant line. You see, it runs from one point of the circumference to the other and moves away. This line is also a secant line. Now, what does this remind you? It reminds you of your secant and secant theorem. Let me remind you of that. It states that if I have a circle drawn, so we can have it this way. This is our circle, and there is a secant line. We have another secant line meeting each other at a point. If we label this point C and here B, this is A, this point is M, here is P. The theorem states that length CB multiplied by length CA should be equal to length CP multiplied by length CM. Now, let's see how this theorem helps us in answering this question. We can say that length BC, let's label it X. What should we do? Obeying this theorem, we are going to have, so this gives us length CB, which is X. So we are going to have X multiplied by length CA, which is the whole length. From here to here is 12, and from here to here is X. So the whole length is going to give us, this whole length gives us 12 plus X. So we're going to have, this gives us X multiplied by 12 plus X is equal to length CP, from here to here is 5, multiplied by length CM, from here to here is the addition of the whole length, and that gives us 9 units. So we have this whole length is 9 units. Let's adjust this. So we have 5 multiplied by 9. Now, what should we do? Distribute. This will multiply and also multiply this. Multiply this, you have 12x plus multiply this, you have x squared. 5 times 9 gives us 45. We keep solving. So we have it as, you see that this has led us to quadratic equation because the highest power of x is 2. Let's rearrange it. We are going to have x squared plus 12x. Then to remove this, take it to the left. It's positive, you subtract. So we have minus 45 and is equal to 0. Now, what should we do? The coefficient of x squared is 1. Now, what we do next is find two numbers that when you multiply, it gives you negative 45. And when you add the two numbers, it gives you 12. You get them from the numbers that can divide 45. And they are, we can have 45. 3 can divide this, we have 15. 3 here gives us 5, 5 here is 1. So we can get 3 and this will give us 9 and 5. 9 and 5 is not close to 12 when you add. So we can adjust it to take this. If you multiply this, it gives you 15 and then 3. You see that 3 and 15 is close to 12. This means that you are going to have negative 3 and positive 15. So these are the two factors that we have found. Now, what should we do? Replace. Let's do it together. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn Curious. If you love what to do, why not subscribe for the more you get? Make sure notification bell is on because you get updates from us every day. Don't forget to like and share. Thank you. Let's keep doing this to have. Let's take it to this part. So we are going to have x, since it's x squared, you open two brackets and is equal to 0. Put x in each of them. Then this pair should be added. So we have this minus 13. And this means that x plus 15 is equal to 0. To get x, remove this to subtract 15 from both sides. And when you do that, it gives us x is equal to, subtract this is 0, we have negative 15. This gives us the first value of x. We can also solve for the second to have. For the second, we have x minus 3 is equal to 0. To get x, remove this, you add 3 to both sides. And when you do that, x will give us, subtract this is 0, add this, it gives you 3. So the second value of x is 3. Now, if you look at this, you see that x is side of a shape and the side cannot be negative. So in that case, we reject this x value and accept x as 3. So it means that this length BC is given as 3 units. Now that we have found length BC, what should we do? Let's go back to the diagram. We can get the radius. You know that the radius is the line from the center to the circumference. So if this becomes the center of the circle, it means that we can drop a line from this center to touch this point P. Remember, when you have this question, target the intersecting point. So let's drop a line from the center to touch that line, point P. This is what we have. Now, what should we do? You see that we have formed another triangle here, so we can label this point T. So it means we have triangle TPQ and then this triangle QBP. Now, what should we do? From here to here is the radius of the circle. And remember that the diameter is 12. So the radius will be 12 divided by 2, and that gives us 6 units. So it means that this radius is 6 units. Now, what should we do next? From T to B is also the radius. This is the radius, which is also 6 units. It means that we can also get, if this length QB becomes y, then we can have it length TQ is going to be 6 minus y. Now, what should we do next? We are going to use our property of Pythagorean's theorem, because you see that this part of the shape, this triangle TQP, yeah, is a right triangle. And to do that, we can label this point PQ, the height of the shape. So what we do is, looking at triangle, so we have this. Here is Q, here is T, and here is P. Length TQ is 6 minus y. Length PQ is the height, and this length is 6 units. So what should we do? Use your Pythagorean's theorem. The side that is opposite to the right angle is the longest. Square it. We are going to have 6 squared is equal to the square of the two legs summed. We have x squared plus 6 minus y all squared. Keep solving. We are going to have 6 squared is 36 is equal to x squared plus. To expand this, just remember that for every a minus b all squared is always a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. If you apply this algebraic identity here, we have 6 squared minus 2 times 6 times y plus y squared. Keep solving. This gives us 36 is equal to h squared plus 6 squared is 36. Multiply this, you have negative 12y plus y squared. And that gives us, subtract 36 from both sides. And when you do that, this becomes 0. So we are going to have, this gives us 0 is equal to x squared, subtract this is gone. We have minus 12y plus y squared. To make h squared the subject, we are going to now have, this will give us 12y minus, take this to the left side, take this to the left. So it's going to be minus y squared is equal to h squared. It means that h squared is equal to 12y minus y squared. We are going to keep this equation. We'll come back to it. Now, what should we do next? Let's consider this triangle PQC. Let's use it, and to do that, we have, bring out triangle PQC. This is what we have. Length PC is given as 5 units. With right angles here. Length QC is given as y plus 3, which is this. So we have y plus 3. Then length PQ is the height. Using your Pythagoras theorem, the side opposite to the right angle is the longest. Square it, we are having 5 squared is equal to the square of the two legs summed. So we have x squared plus y plus 3 all squared. Keep solving. 5 squared is 25 is equal to x squared plus, to expand this, just remember, square this, then multiply this 2 plus times y times 3, then square your 3. And that gives us 25 is equal to x squared plus y squared. Multiply this, you have 6y, then 3 squared gives us 9. Keep solving. Subtract 9 from both sides. So this is what we have. And that gives us, subtract this, you have 16 is equal to x squared plus y squared plus 6y. Subtract this is 0. This means to make x squared the subject, you have to subtract this from both sides. And that will give us x squared is equal to 16 minus y squared minus 6y. This is the second equation. Now, what should we do? If you look at the first equation we got, this is h squared and this is h squared, and the height is equal. So what you need to do is to equate the two equations, and that gives us, so equate the first and the second, and it gives us, the first one we are going to now have 12y minus y squared should be equal to the second one, which is 16 minus y squared, then minus 6y. What should we do at this point? To remove this, see the both are negative, you add y squared to both sides. So remove it, is gone. Now what should we do? We are having 12y is equal to 16 minus 6y. And that gives us, to remove this, you add 6y to both sides, add to this side. It will give us 6 plus 12 gives us 18y is equal to, subtract this is 0. To get y, divide by 18. Divide this by 18. And that gives us, y will give us, divide this by 2 and this by 2. And that gives us 8/9. So this gives us the length of line y. And line y is this length QB. Now that we have found that length y, can we now find the height? Yes. Let's do it together. Let's recall we left a statement. We said h squared is equal to 12y minus y squared. So what should we do? We are going to now substitute this y here to get h. If you do that, you will have h squared is 12 multiplying 8/9. So we have 8/9 minus 8/9 all squared. Keep solving. We have h squared is equal to, this is 12 on 1. So to multiply this, 12 times 8 gives us 96 divided 1 times 9 is 9 minus, this is 8 squared, it gives us 64, and 9 squared gives us 81. To subtract, let's make them to have the same denominator. So multiplied by 9 and this by 9. We have h squared is equal to 96 times 9 gives us 864. Multiply this is 81 minus 64 divided by 81. Keep solving. H squared will be equal to, subtract this, it gives you 800, and the denominators are the same. To simplify, h is going to be, we are going to take only the positive square root because the height can't be negative. So we take the positive square root of 800 divided by 81. This gives us height, will give us square root of 800 is the same as 400 times 2 divided by 81. And if you simplify this, it gives us square root of 400 times square root of 2 divided by square root of 81. And that gives us, so let's have it here. The height will give us, square root of 400 will give us 20, then root 2 divided by square root of 81 is 9. This gives us the height of this triangle, which is length PQ. Now that we have found length PQ as the height, and we've already known length BC as 3, we can find the area of the shaded triangle. Let's do it. The area of the triangle will now be length BC, which is 3, multiplied by, this is the base, multiplied by the height, which is PQ, and that is this, and that is 20 root 2 divided by 9. Then divide your result by 2. So to do that, we are going to have, this is 3 over 1, 3 here is 1, 3 here is 3, 2 in itself 1, 2 in 20 is 10. And that gives us the area is 10 times this gives us 10 root 2 divided by 3. And this is what we have for the area of the triangle in square units. And I hope you learned something. Don't forget to tell us how much. Like, share. I'll also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for always choosing to learn through us. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Do have a lovely day. Bye.